Hi everyone, my name is Matt Haynes. I'm an audiobook narrator, and this is part of what I call my brush up series for accents where some of the original videos proved particularly popular and had some very helpful comments. For this one, we're going to brush up on CAJUN. Now, first I need to explain this very moody lighting. I decided that I was burned out with being in the studio, and that I decided to just take my car out and drive somewhere and do this video here. If you folks also work from home and have the flexibility to do things like this, this is not a bad thing at all to try. Anyway, the original sources of my CAJUN studies were accent guides, but also particularly Dustin Tucker, the CAJUN chef. Now, where those eyes sunk really deep into the nose and the front lips and lean really heavily into the stereo French elements of the accent. So when I used to practice these two lyrics, I'd be like, oh, she got the eyes that it seemed to me brings back childhood memory when everything was pure as a blue sky. That's the way I used to practice it. Now we've got Ryan Dracus Plays Guitar, referred me to a video titled Cajun French Speakers in Lockport, Louisiana. And then, and I hope I did Ryan's last name. I'm assuming that's his last name, Dracus, maybe Dracus. You tell me, Ryan. But then also, My Life is a Complex Pastiche, the username named that, referred me to Stale Cracker, who I'd never heard before. And that's the one I'm going to lean into particularly for this video. Now, Stale Cracker's manner of speech has a lot more speed and a lot more presence in the molars and the nose than in the nose or the lips. It's got a lot more molars in it. And it's got a more typical American South sound rather than French. So here are some highlights that I'm playing with in the breakdown of this. Now, we have a lot of the vowel and consonant changes from my first video. The oo going way into the front of the lips. Ooh. The o, ooh. Big time. We've got the th turning into a duh. So this, or think, dink. Th voice going into a duh, the, duh. And the voiceless th going into a t. Also, we've got, as with a lot of Southern accents, the r is dropped at the end. So, for, fo. This time, though, what I'm going to play with is the I sound. Rather than going into an aw sound, which I was using before, I'm going to play with it being a much more typical, almost Texan ah. So, skaz, I used to pronounce it as skaz. Now I'm going to have skaz. I'm also going to soften or drop most consonants from the ends of the words. So smile, usually I would lap that L up. Now it's just going to be smile. So originally I was smile. Now it's smile. Childhood, chah-hoooo. Except where? I'm going to keep the S and the Z at the ends of words. Let's see, we've got, let's see, I used to pronounce the plurals as singulars. So eyes would be az, or it would be ah. She got the ah, right? Okay, so that's what I used to do. Now we're going to take it to the S or the Z sound at the end for plurals. As. We're going to retain that, make it a little bit more modern, a little bit more toward general American. We're going to go into abbreviating words that have 3 syllables or more. So probably, which I used to turn into a French-alicious probably is now going to be praw'ly. So also the short O, aw, I would turn into an O. So she's got, I would have she's got. Actually, I'm now going to turn it into a more southern ah. She got. And as an extra touch, which required additional lyrics, I wanted to highlight the ah sound in father, which I'm hearing Stale Cracker pronounce as foeda. So I like that. I'm going to go with that. It also breaks my rule of the ah becoming... Anyway, yeah. I just like it. Foeda. If you see other examples of that, do let me know, where the ah becomes an o, contrary to my previous claim that's just going to be an ah. Now, we also have the oi sound going into a great ah sound. Aw sound. Aw. Yeah. So I added the word rejoice, which becomes rejoice. Okay. Let's take these new principles and apply them to the original practice lyrics of Sweet Child O' Mine from Guns N' Roses. She's got the eyes that seems to me brings back childhood memories when everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky. Now and then when I see her face, she takes me to that spesh place, and if I stay too long, I'll probably break down and cry. She's got the eyes of the bluest skies, as if they thought it'll rain, and I'd hate to look into those eyes and see an ounce of pain. Her hair reminds me of a warm, safe place where a child I'd hide and pray for the thunder and the rain to gently pass me by. Oh, sweet child of mine, oh, sweet love of mine, where do we go? Where do we go now? And I ain't her father, but I rejoice in this sweet child of mine. And that's Sweet Child O' Mine from Guns N' Roses. And, yeah, so did I nail it this time? Probably not, but let's leapfrog even more. Put your comments in the comments. Specific is terrific, and I will see you next time.